Hello, it's Lisa here, Lisa French, hypnotherapist. The inspiration for today's video is World Mental Health Day, which is Saturday the 10th of October. The aim for this year is increased investment in mental health. Investment in my mind is putting in or giving something that's precious to you. And there's two things that spring to my mind. One is money and one is time. 2020, COVID-19, many of us have got a bit more time on our hands than usual. A lot of us working from home, we're not doing as many activities away from the home as we usually did. And so I thought this year I would focus on time and what we can do, how we can invest a bit of time, a small amount of time, it doesn't need to be a lengthy amount of time, to improve our mental health. For example, 10 minutes a day of meditation, visualization, self-hypnosis, they're all quite similar, would have very positive effects on your mental health. So I'm going to talk to you about 5 easy steps to improve your mental health. So the first step is to pick an activity, an area that you would like to work on. So when we're thinking about well-being and mental health, it could be something around sleep, something around moving more, incorporating a bit more relaxation into your life, or something about food. Go with your gut feeling. We know ourselves better than anybody else. What would you like to work on? What would you like to improve? And thinking of it in a holistic way. Mental and physical health, I think, are very, very linked. There's more and more evidence coming out to support that. Step 2, once you've got a general theme, an area in mind that you'd like to work on and improve, it's very important to have some specifics around that. So what exactly are you going to do? When are you going to do it? Where are you going to do it? You might even like to kind of imagine in your mind yourself doing it. Or maybe imagining a couple of months' time when it is part of your routine. How are you going to feel then? It's important to make it as easy as you possibly can. So having things available that you need. For example, I've been doing PE with Joe, and so I now have my yoga mat stored underneath my sofa, rather than in the bottom of the wardrobe, not touched, which is where it was before. So, as I say, just think about what you need to make it super easy for yourself so that you can quickly get started and do your activity. So the third step, having come up with a specific activity for yourself, is to write it down. And the reason I say that is that there's evidence that that gives you more chance of achieving your goal if you've written it down. Having written it down, it's important to track it. And so it might be a simple table with the dates and tick box, sticking a gold star, whatever works for you really. We're all different and have different preferences around that kind of thing. You can of course track things electronically or digitally if that's what you prefer. The Fitbits, which are very popular amongst some people, and if it's a movement or activity that you're working on, that's ideal for that, isn't it? So have a little bit of a think about how you would like to track your activity. And if you have a day where you don't do your activity, what I would suggest is that you just start afresh the next day. Put that behind you, maybe learn if there was something that caused a barrier or a block, but life happens and sometimes it's not possible, or we just have a day where, let's be honest, we can't be bothered. So, but what's important in that situation is just to keep going really and think, right, fresh day the next day, and get back to it. So step 4 is review your progress. Perhaps after a week, have a look and a think and see how it's been going. What might be helpful is perhaps buddy up with somebody else. It's World Mental Health Day. Find somebody else who's also wanting to make a change, and then check in with each other. When we're checking in with each other or ourselves, it's very important to come from a compassionate point of view and a supportive point of view, not judgment. We're often our harshest critics on ourselves, so keeping that in mind, whether you're reviewing yourself or somebody else, supportive, encouragement, and if things haven't gone to plan, spending some time working out how to readjust that goal perhaps, or do things slightly differently so that in the coming days and weeks things go as you would like them to go. And what you'll find is that after a while, the new activity or new way of behaving will become part of your habits and your routines. And this is where the transformation takes place. And it's very rewarding when that happens. And it's at that point, when it is part of your routine, that if there are other things that you like to work on, that would be a good time to then pick something else and go through these 5 steps again. And as part of your review, I would also spend a little bit of time planning ahead for the coming week and thinking about how that's going to be and continue to build on the progress that you've made already. Finally, sometimes people like to factor in a reward for themselves. Something, an activity, or for myself, a couple of years ago I did something and I treated myself to a molten brown kit. And yeah, whatever it is for yourself, what you might find motivating. So that's a final thing around that. So that's your 5 steps to improve your mental health, as I say, inspired by World Mental Health Day. Many thanks for watching my video. I wish you all the best, and if you'd like to, do please comment below and let me know what it is you're going to work on. Thank you. Bye for now.